was making tutorial in other languages, in Hindi and Urdu also. That's why if there was something missing, so please tell me in the comment box. Okay, now there we are. Almost our game view is almost for first stage is completed, but some of things are remaining, such as bricks and balls are remaining. Then a scorecard is also remaining. Now we have to drag a ball. Yes, there we go. There is a ball. Simply we can drag and drop it here. Yes. Then I'm going to rename it with ball. Yes. And then in this inspector part, I'll add some physics for this ball. What the ball is, here I will click here, add component, and then type rigid body 2D, because we are working on 2D game, so that's why 2D. Here I had just written RI, and there is rigid body. You can see, then click it. Be very careful. One thing I will tell you, very careful, whenever you are adding something, you must have clicked that component in hierarchy. I had clicked ball here and then add this rigid body. It is a very first experiment of my tutorial series. Now you can see a good look, a good game view, and I click play button here. Wow. The ball has fallen down. And one more interesting thing, that this paddle didn't stop it. We have to do something to make this paddle that it would stop the ball. Now we click on to this paddle. Oh my god, I hadn't renamed it. Rename it paddle for my easiness. Yes, there we go. Paddle, and then click on it. Yes, and then click on it, add component here again. Don't write rigid body here. Next thing, we are going to add it here, a component which would stop this ball. We can take help from our today's tutorial part. Drag a ball, we have done this. Some add physics to ball, yes, I have already done this. Add some rigid body, that ball maybe react like a ball, it fall down, just it behaves as a gravity. Add some bounciness, it's remaining. So first, before going to bounciness, I think you can understand what bounciness is. When ball bounces, it only bounces at that movement when paddle is going to stop the ball. Now click on the ball, sorry, paddle. Now I beg your pardon, sorry. Now click on the paddle and then add component and then type box collider 2D. Yes, again 2D, because we are working on 2D. Now we can see a box collider component is added in our inspector part. Now I close. These are the limitations of box collider. These are the boundary lines. Until we will not manage our boundary line where the ball using this added collider. You click this added collider and then you can see here green bold button type. You will easily manage according to the boundary of my battle. Yeah, do it very smoothly. So it looks like a professional. Yes, there we go. No, some is remaining, some space is left. Be careful for that because you are making your base for game development, so be careful in all these things. If something is remaining, mention on my comment box. Don't forget to like and subscribe my channel and share it with your friends. There we go. And from this part, you always select this from whole line, center of the line. Yeah, there we go. There it is. Yes, approximately done. Now I'm going to play my game. Oh, what happened? Yes, I'm sorry, I'm just sorry, I beg your pardon. I hadn't added a collider to the ball. Whenever two things can collide, so you must have added collider to both of them. Now click on the ball again and then click on the add component and then circle collider 2D, because ball is a circle shape. Ball is in the circle shape. You must add circle collider, not rectangle or box collider here. I think it's the most dumbest thing if you do this. Circle collider 2D. When I was working my first game, I have done this. I'm just sorry. Then again click it, added collider. It was my dumbest mistake of my career. Don't worry about that. Mistakes make a man perfect. As I am a teacher, so I will always mention many quotes during my lectures and tutorial. Don't get bored. Then click on edit collider and again protect it, maintain its boundaries. Yeah, there we go. From downside and from upside too. Yes, there we go. I think that I have done for my first experiment. Yeah, there we go. It looks good. Now I'm going to play it. Yes. Wow. We have done our first experiment. There we go. And now what thing is left? Add colliders and edit them. We have added them and added colliders. What are colliders? First of all, I'll explain that and then come to bounciness. This is the last thing in tutorial which is left. In next tutorial we'll do a lot of work for our script portion, because adding a script, if you don't know about any language, C++ or C#, don't worry about this. I'll guide you in such a humble way, or you can take help in my games programming tutorials that you can understand it very well. Don't worry about that. What is collider? What are colliders? Colliders, as their name suggests, colliders means something if they make the thing to collide with another body. Yes, and we had added them and made a little experiment, as I think it makes the things very clear. Yeah, I'm sorry, I always forget bounciness. What is this? This is a scene. Whenever you are closing the game, it will ask for save the scene or not. I will write this name 20 22. So nothing, not a big deal. Right click here and then create, and then physics material 2D. This because we are working on 2D, so physics material 2D. Don't ever done the mistake. Click on this physics material 2D and rename it bounciness. Bounce, maybe whatever you bounce. Yes. Now we can see bounciness, its functions, its frictions and bounciness. There are only one limit, two values for bounciness. Either you have 1 or either you have 0, because 1 is much and 0 is the extreme minimum. 1 is for extreme. So I think 1 is enough. Simple click on ball and then add this bounciness. Simple, like this. Drag and drop this bounce on this inspector part of the ball. It's very simple, I think. Yeah, very simple. Right here, yes. Yes, here I can see bounciness. If you don't see this, you can add it through component. I'll watch it from my experiment, otherwise I'll add it. Yes, it had been already added. Now it will bounce like a proper ball. One thing I will guide you here about some friction. Friction means the opposition that will stop a ball. The friction is very low, 0.4. I can make it 0.8, so you will look what output it will give us. I think it's same. I hadn't said that. Yes, there we go. Friction 0.4 and then to bounciness 0.5. Yes, so okay, now play it. Yes, there we go. That's not a big deal. And then put it back to 1. In our next tutorial, I'm going to guide you about some scripting of game. What is script? That we will use a C# language to give scripts to the ball and the paddle to make our work more accurately and precisely, because we have to move it from edges, and when the ball strikes the you can see the brick, then how it works. So we have to do some scripting. Unless if you haven't done any programming course, then you can easily take guidance from my tutorials. Don't worry about that. And if you will not take guidance from that, then they are very simple and very simple. You can easily take help from that tutorial. Not a big deal. Stay safe. Don't forget to like and subscribe my channel and share it with your friends, as it's the start of